So important. And what really does saving mean?
So a definition that I would use for saving is putting aside monies over your disposable income for future use. And if you can develop a saving pattern, that will be the most important financial habit that you can develop. And so if you have savings, you would avoid the financial frustration that will come with not being able to meet those financial emergencies. I'll give an example. So a few years back, maybe 7, 8 years back, I was coming into the office on a Saturday. And for some reason, I don't know, I wasn't disoriented, but for some reason, I wanted to park. But I missed the park out front, in the front of the building. So I said, I'll go around and come back. And I drove over the tire spikes. And it didn't dawn on me, because they were always there when you go, the little tire spikes in the road. And then when I got in the back of the building, you understand the layout of this parking lot. I said, wait a minute, does that tire spike work? And then all of a sudden, my wheel got heavy. I had spiked 3 tires. One tire was like $175, and I got a discount because I was doing 3 tires. So if I didn't have the monies to purchase those tires, I would have been in distress because I needed my car to get from point A to B.
But you had been saving. And it wasn't that you had to use your credit card or anything like that. You actually were able to use your savings because you didn't use all of what you made, right?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So the frustration for me at that point wasn't that, oh Lord, I don't have the money to do this. The frustration was, how could you be so...
I mean, it's a mistake any of us could make.
I understand.
But still, yeah.
And then I had to
the
drive.
Time, the effort that you have to go and change the tires.
So my frustration wasn't that I didn't have the monies to fix this. It was more that, how could you do this? And I had to make a long drive on wobbly tires to go where I had to go to get the tires changed. So those financial emergencies, if you have monies set aside, it will help you to be able to deal with those with minimal stress as possible.
I agree. Not only financial emergencies, but also I think for big purchases. I remember when we were investing in a condo, the banks would tell you the requirements is so much % down, and we went along, put your 10% down or whatever it was, and you're thinking, okay, everything is going to be approved. Then you get to the next stage and they need insurance, so you say, okay, you could purchase insurance. And then at the very end, when you think it's all done, they said, oh, we actually need more funds. And if you can't come up with this additional funding, you will not be able to get the loan. And so Dexter is more of a saver than I. So, of course, he would have saved monies on the side.
There's usually a balance, right?
Yes.
There's usually one that's better at it than the other.
He's the saver. Perfect. And so, we were able to come up with the funds, else we would not have been able to purchase that condo.
Wow. Okay, so it really is a safeguard to really help you achieve your goals. So saving really is when you don't spend everything that you make. You try to live below your means. You're not going over your salary each month. You're actually putting something aside for a rainy day. So what must happen for a person to be able to save? Does it require discipline, a mindset? What do you think?
You mentioned it, spending below your means. I think if persons get nothing else from this podcast, they have to get this. The key to financial freedom and security is spending below your means. And so if the monies that you receive, if you're spending below your means, it means you're building up disposable income, and you can take a portion of that disposable income to save. And it's as simple as that.
I think most people, because it's a mindset, and in our culture, we like to keep up. They find it very difficult. So with that mindset, you have to put yourself in a place where you don't really care what people think about you. So, you may buy a less expensive car so that you could have the excess to save. But they don't understand. They're saying, but you work here, and I know you're making
X. Why are you driving that kind of car?
Yes, there is a standard or a perception in different professions that you must drive a certain thing, live a certain place, spend a certain amount on jewelry, food, schooling, whatever it is. There is that perception. So you have to get to a mindset, is what you're saying, where it's about what you want personally, not what you're trying to show the outside world.